Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, also cute Cricncklecast. Today I will be talking about the ABDL world and exploring it around us. I will be joined with my baby boy and together we will talk about how we discovered the ABDL world around us and our experiences. I hope you enjoy. This is just the first of many topics and discussions on the ABDL channel that we have. We are here to educate and to teach others about our community. I hope you enjoy, and if you like, please press subscribe. Thank you, and everyone have a great day. This podcast is going to be talking about our experiences as being a mommy and baby's bread experiences as being a baby. We're going to discuss several different topics here, so we're just going to jump right on in. As I was growing up, I always felt like I had a maternal instinct to me. I was always the protector, and I would say if I had to choose a character for myself, I would think of myself as Susie from the Little Rugrats, because I believe that kind of embodies who I am. I love being maternal. I like being around babies. Even within my experiences growing up, I've always had jobs where I was a caregiver. So I believe that is just something that is definitely a part of me. How do you feel about your adult baby side?
Being a baby has been a part of me ever since I was about 7. Growing up, I always wanted diapers, I always wanted that pacifier, or looking at the toy aisle, I was always looking at baby toys. And really going and playing with the baby toys, even as a 8-9-year-old, and kind of wondering where I fit in. And lo and behold, the internet definitely helps you out when you start getting into your teens and everything. And I definitely I've always had baby aspects to me, and I've instead of deciding to take that and put it to the side, I've actually put it right up front, and now I live with my mommy, have a nursery, and everything else.
Where does that come from? Like I said, I have always been maternal, and with age play I found out that being maternal does not mean that it has to fit inside of a box. Having that maternal instinct is simply having characteristics of being motherly, and I definitely feel like that fits me. With that being said, whenever I was a kid, I loved playing house, or if I had imagination play, I always loved playing the mother role. I had baby dolls, accessories, doing their hair, playing in those Fisher-Price fake kitchens, and I had an easy bake oven, and I would prepare meals for my friends or for my mom. And even like I said, as I grew older in my education, that also shaped who I was as well. And still to this day, one of my favorite things to do is to cook. I love to cook for my littles and plan events in the ABDL community. So, that's something that truly brings joy to me. So being a mommy and being maternal is who I am. It's a part of who I am. It's an extension of who I am. And I would say, if you were to take that away from me, being a mommy, it'll take away being a part of me. For instance, if you were to cut off someone's arm, you would miss it greatly. You would miss it so much because that's a part of who you are. And that's what I feel like being a mommy is. It's just another part of who I am. And without it, I don't think I would be the person who I am today. So I definitely connect to being maternal, and I definitely connect to being a mommy, especially in the ABDL community. How do you feel like your adult baby side is an extension of you?
So it actually started, where does baby bread come from? So it actually came to be when I was about age 6, 7. My sister was in pull-ups still, and I kept stealing her pull-ups, and I would put them on, and I would feel at ease. I would feel less stressed. I would feel complete, basically. And the other thing that ended up happening, which was really interesting, was my cousin actually introduced me into diapers on accident. My cousin also has a diaper fetish, and basically he was showing me these pictures saying, isn't this cool, isn't this cool? I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. This is amazing. And we actually played Truth or Dare, when we were at our grandma's house, and I ended up choosing Dare because I always chose Dare, and he's like, poop your pants, and I'm like, no, you need to do something first. And he's like, no, just fine, wet your pants. And I'm like, okay, I can wet my pants. And I'm like, you poop them then. I'm like, and I ended up wetting my pants, and he ended up making fun of me and everything, and I actually really enjoyed it. So it came to be to where it was just a piece of me. And just like Mommy Out So Cute said with, you take this away, you take an arm away. That's exactly what it is. This is definitely a piece of me.
I never knew that story about you, so I kind of find it funny that your cousin dared you to wet your pants and you did it. I don't think I would be that brave. I don't think if someone dared me in like my middle school days, like, I dare you to wet your pants, I don't think I would do that. So kudos to you for being brave, because that is something that I would not do. Also for me, I feel like being a mommy is like my superpower. I just love being a mommy and what I can do as a mommy, especially like with the power play, and I enjoy being a mommy to adult babies. And I think that's the one thing that you have to think about when you enter into this ABDL lifestyle is, do you love it? And I can honestly say for myself that I enjoy it. And I enjoy it because I believe that it's such a great way to connect with someone. And in a sense, it can be a form of intimacy. This is a part that you share with someone that they may not tell or share with anybody else. So that there is this secret intimacy that comes with being a mommy and also being with your baby that I believe that can create such a beautiful bond, because it's something that you share with that person that you might not share with a best friend, and they're able to understand you in a level or on a level that no one else can. Do you think that you can relate to being a baby and having a mommy as an intimate thing?
Most definitely. It's one of the most intimate things ever. Once you create that bond and you find that mommy, or you find that daddy, or you find the switch, or whoever, where you're creating a bond, that diaper change and everything. If it's all the time and everything, it becomes kind of a routine thing. But at the same time, that bond, you are allowing that person to change you. You are allowing that person to regress you. It really takes it to a whole nother level. And sometimes subconsciously we forget about it. But at the same time, it really helps you relieve the stress of the real world when you have that bond.
I think that is so true, because everyday life, we as adults, we have to still function as adults and work and pay bills. So when you're able to find a mommy or a partner or a big brother or a big sister who is able to for just a little bit be able to get you into that headspace, is definitely a great thing. I know for me, when it comes to intimacy, it's trust. So when I have a little, or if I have a baby and they say to me I trust you, that is something that really warms my heart and really makes me feel special, because I believe that there is a responsibility to being a little, that a responsibility of being a big to your little, because you want to make sure that you're creating a safe environment for them. So for me as a mommy, you know, it's a powerful thing for me when my little says that they trust me. So I believe that when that trust happens, something within the bond that you have with your little takes on a more deeper understanding and a deeper role, because they're saying, you know, 9 to 5 when I'm out being a vanilla, you know, I do what I have to do to, you know, pay bills, to survive, to go to work, put gas in the tank, but I am trusting you with something that's so delicate and so precious that's within me, which is my little side, that it makes me feel like I have to make sure as a mommy that I am creating a safe place for them to develop and for them to grow. Do you have any stories about for you when it comes to trust and how important that is for you as a baby, being able to find a mommy or a big brother to trust them?
So trust is huge, because if you don't trust the person, then it just really disconnects. I've had a couple of relationships where the trust wasn't there, and I couldn't really trust that person to, you know, keep it secret, or I couldn't trust that person to, you know, get into that space with me. And if you don't have that trust, really, it all falls apart. And that's where the bond between mommy, baby, daddy, baby, you know, that's where it really comes to be, and that's where it becomes more intimate.
You know, and there is a reality in that trust. You know, for instance, like when baby girl to me, she said to me one day, I really trust you as my mommy. For like the first time when she said that, we always have played together, but when she had formed the words like, I trust you as my mommy, it made me feel like, wow, I really am her mommy, and I am her caregiver, and she is my baby. And then that bond really became closer, because I understood at that time that she was trusting me with something that was very important.
With the trust thing as well, I trusted you and came all the way out here for you.
Yes.
And so with that trust came the responsibility of making sure that everything was good. And we're still together, so it's good. But definitely on that trust atmosphere.
Yeah, let me just say, like, if you have a relationship and your baby or your mommy moves to you, just understand that is something very huge that they're doing. They're literally leaving a part of their life to come to you. And if that was to happen for you in your life, I feel like you need to make sure, whether you're a mommy or whether you're a baby, that you are prepared for that, because it can come with a lot of emotions for them leaving. They can deal with homesickness. They can deal with, you know, missing their friends, because they're uprooting their whole life to be able to be with someone to fulfill a part of their life as far as the ABDL aspect.
We could do a whole podcast right on that.
And that is not what the podcast is for today, but we probably should do one on that because it is really important, because you do hear very often of littles and mommies moving to a different state. Some people often like travel like once a month, hours to go see their big or their little. So, you know, that is something that is very important, and that takes a lot of trust to build that up. One of the questions someone has asked me was, do mommies ever get scared? And I can honestly say, for me, yes, we do get scared. Mommies, believe it or not, we have insecurities. You know, there are a lot of pro mommies out there, and there are a lot of mommies who do this for a living. And for me, I grew up in like the diaper space era, so I'm a bit older. So it does sometimes play with my mind as a mom, like, oh, like the mommies are getting younger, I'm getting older. Am I good enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I mommy enough? You know, so even though I am a strong mommy, there are some times where I have insecurities. Like if I go to CapCon and I'm around a lot of people and I'm around a lot of mommies, sometimes I find myself comparing myself to other mommies. So we do have insecurities as well, and sometimes like we get scared as well. So yes, us mommies, we need praise that we're doing okay, that we're doing good, that our littles love us, that we're doing a good job, because being a mommy can be really hard. And yes, we're the ones that are in control, and yes, we're the ones that, you know, are in charge of the diaper changes and bath time and making sure our littles feel safe. You know, there are times as a mommy where I get scared too,